request, and I'm now going to show you how to make this organic fabric flower, which you can use to decorate a headband, decorate some clothes, decorate your backpack, or decorate anything you want. To make this flower, you're gonna need a needle and thread, a pen, whatever fabric you're gonna use, some felt, a circular object to trace that's anywhere between 2 and 3 inches across. That means that this measurement from here to here is anywhere between 2 and 3 inches. You're also gonna need a nice sharp pair of scissors, a nickel, and a hot glue gun. You'll want to have a piece of extra felt or a piece of cardboard or paper or something to put under your hot glue gun to make sure that you don't damage anything. The first step to making this flower is cutting out all the pieces for our petals. We're going to take our fabric, which you could use a lightweight cotton or an organza or silk, but you do want to use something that has a little bit of stiffness, that isn't too soft, because otherwise the petals will just kind of flop around. Take whatever object you found to trace, place it on your fabric, and trace around the outside. We're going to need a total of 7 of these circles, so make sure you have enough fabric. A 10 by 10 inch square should be plenty. Once you've traced your object and you have a circle on your fabric, you're going to go ahead and cut it out. You're going to repeat that step 7 times. Once you have all of your circles, you're ready to start putting it together. Now we're going to thread our needle. Make sure that you give yourself plenty of thread, but not too much. About 24 inches should be good. To thread your needle, take the end of the thread and carefully push it through the tiny hole in the top of the needle. If you're struggling with this, it's okay to ask a parent for help. Once you've threaded your needle, you're going to line up your 2 ends of the thread and tie it in a knot. Cut off any tails that you have extending past the knot and move your needle all the way to the center. This flower is a little bit of a more organic style, so it's okay if yours doesn't come out exactly like mine. Each one's going to be unique, just like a real flower in nature. First, we're going to make the center of our flower. For that, we're going to need 2 of our circles. We're going to fold our circle evenly in half, and then we're going to just kind of roll it up and make a little cone like this. And we're going to take our second circle and we're going to fold that one in half. And we're going to place it around the outside of our cone. And just kind of pinch it and gather it around. It doesn't matter that much. Look, whatever looks good to you. Once you like it, you're going to take your needle and push it all the way through the tip of that cone that we made. When you work with double thread, sometimes it can get knotted up or it can get separated. Don't worry, usually if you catch it, you can just pull it back, realign it, and then try again. You're going to take a little stitch and push the needle back through again, catching all the layers. Now, just to be sure it doesn't come undone, I'm going to take our thread and we're going to wrap it around the tip just a couple of times and push our needle through to the other side one last time. This is just going to help to hold it all together while we add the outer petals. Now for this flower, if you want, you can just fold the circles evenly in half like this. But I prefer to fold them so that they're a little bit uneven, like this, because I think it adds a little bit more interest to the petals. So you're gonna fold your circles like this, and just like we did on our more geometric flower, we're gonna stitch all the way across the bottom. Once you stitch through each petal, we're going to carefully pull it down on the thread all the way to our center. Take another circle, fold it off center. You always want this shorter side to be facing you when you're stitching. These stitches are going to help us gather the petals, but they don't have to be perfectly even or exactly the same. It really won't make much difference. Now you should have a long string with 5 petals and your center hanging down like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our petals and we're going to wrap them around our center. And we're going to gather them a little bit tighter on the stitch as we go, based on how we like it. Make sure once again that your shorter edge of your fold stays facing the inside of your flower, so facing towards the center that you made. It's going to be a little tricky because what we're going to do is we're going to need to hold all these petals how we like them at the base of the flower. So I'm just going to start wrapping it around the flower. Wrapping each petal, making sure that you are holding everything in place with your one hand. Once you have it all wrapped up, you're going to take your needle, you're going to stitch through If you're struggling with this, let a couple of your petals go just for a minute, but make sure that you're putting your stitch in where they're going to line up. And stitch back through that center section. Readjust them if you need to. Now it's very loosely being held together by just one stitch right now. We're going to take it and flip it over to the back where we can see all of our edges. And we're going to take a couple of stitches going all the way across. If it's easier, you can go through half like this. And then keep going through the other half. Meeting back through the center. I would do at least 4 stitches, catching the 4 sides of the flower. Making a stitch going from the center through the bottom of the petal back towards the center. Before you tie off your knot, just make sure, flip it back over, take a look at it, make sure you're happy with it. If something seems like it's sticking out, you might be able to just make a little stitch and tack it down. Once you're finished, we're going to make a knot and tie off our string. A really quick and easy way to make that knot is going to be to take a small stitch right at the base of the thread, just needs to go through one layer of fabric. Pull it through, and when you have a little loop like this, push your needle through the loop once and then twice. Make sure you're going through the loop in the same direction. And then pull. And you're all set, you have a knot. So you're gonna cut it off. And here's our little organic flower. Now, just to make it a little bit more finished and to make it easier to possibly attach to something else, we're gonna put a felt back. Pick up your hot glue gun. Remember to be really careful with the hot glue gun. The tip and the glue itself are really hot. You're gonna make a circle of glue right at the base of all your petals here, right around your center. Take your circle of felt and press it into the glue. Make sure when you're done with your project that you unplug your hot glue gun. You don't want to burn anything. And that's it. You have this beautiful little organic flower. Now, if you want, you could continue to add more petals and make this bigger and bigger and bigger. As you do that, you're going to want to make the circles bigger. So I would only add a couple more at the size that we made them, and then maybe move up to a 3.5-inch circle for 5 petals, and so on. But this is a really good place to start. You can make these in all sorts of colors, in different fabrics, and you'll be able to make a lot of lovely little projects. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed making these flowers with me today.
Hi! On behalf of everyone here at Hobby Quest, I really hope that you enjoyed this project. You can follow us via Facebook, Instagram, or simply sign up for our newsletter to be the first to know when we release new videos. You can also take a look at the Hobby Quest's online store for more project kits that you can complete at home. However, Hobby Quest is a lot more than just at-home projects. We host hundreds of fun after-school clubs all over the country. So, whether you're interested in building cool model airplanes or helicopters, baffling your friends and family with amazing magic tricks, learning how to take great pictures, or even how to design and create your own outfits and accessories, either way, Hobby Quest has a club to help guide you on your journey. Ask your parents to reach out to us to learn how to bring one of our clubs to your school or to a recreation center near you. Again, we hope you enjoyed this project, and all of us here look forward to helping you on your hobby quest.